Imagine it's midwinter and snow is piled high around your Viking longhouse. The wind howls relentlessly, but inside, warmth comes from a crackling fire and snug blankets. The Vikings were masters at adapting to their harsh environment, building homes with natural insulating materials like wattle and daub walls and thick thatched roofs. Inside, life revolved around communal spaces heated by central fireplaces, where family members gathered to stay warm during long winter nights. Sleeping arrangements were carefully planned near these hearths, ensuring that every person could enjoy radiant heat while they slept. This video will explore how Vikings kept warm during sleep, using building techniques and clever designs that ensured comfort even in the coldest climates. Long before the Vikings traveled across the seas in search of riches and new lands, they faced the brutal Scandinavian winters at home. Their survival depended on their ability to build sturdy homes capable of withstanding the cold. Viking houses were constructed using simple yet effective materials like wattle and daub walls and thatched roofs. Wattle was made by weaving thin wooden strips into lattice frames, while daub consisted of mud mixed with straw or other plant fibers to fill in the gaps and provide insulation. Thatching involved layering thick bundles of local grasses, reeds, or heather over these walls. This not only protected against rain but also acted as an excellent insulator, trapping heat inside the house and keeping it warm through cold nights. Fire was central to Viking life. Each home featured a hearth in the middle of the main living space called the house. This communal fireplace not only served for cooking meals but also provided essential warmth during chilly nights. People would sleep on raised platforms or benches near the hearth, close enough to receive direct heat from the flames. The elevated position allowed them to keep warm even as they slept, while thick animal skins and blankets further insulated against the cold. The design of Viking homes encouraged circulation of warmth throughout the entire space. Smoke from fires would escape through a central hole or windbreak chimney, while hot air naturally rose and spread evenly inside the structure. Smoke from fires would escape through a central hole or windbreak chimney, while hot air naturally rises and circulates throughout the Viking home. The design allowed for efficient heat distribution, ensuring warmth reached every corner of the dwelling without excessive smoke inside. Sleeping arrangements were strategically placed near the source of warmth. Beds or benches flanked the central fireplace where people could rest while benefiting from direct heat. Drawing of a large pile of animal skins and thick woolen blankets stacked next to sleeping area furniture and bedding materials also played a crucial role in insulation against cold nights. Animal hides, furs, and heavy woolens were essential for staying warm under layers of cozy coverings. In addition to animal products, natural plant fibers such as straw and hay provided insulation when used in bedding or stuffed inside mattresses. These materials helped retain body heat effectively. Roof thatching was another vital aspect of keeping interiors warm. The thick layer of plant material on the roof not only protected against rain but also created an insulating barrier to retain internal heat efficiently. The thick layer of plant material on the roof not only protected against rain but also created an insulating barrier that helped to keep heat inside during cold winter nights. Vikings would often add additional layers of natural materials like hay or straw between the walls for extra insulation, effectively turning their homes into well-protected cocoons against the bitter chill outside. To maximize warmth while sleeping, Vikings typically used raised beds located close to the central hearth. This setup allowed them to enjoy the radiant heat emitted from the fire for hours after it had been lit. In addition to their bed placement, Vikings would use feather-filled pillows and blankets made from wool or skins of animals like sheep and goats. These materials were not only warm but also readily available in the Scandinavian environment. The walls inside Viking homes were often lined with animal hides and pelts, adding another layer of insulation while providing comfort through their softness. This helped to maintain an even temperature throughout the entire living space. Another ingenious method Vikings used was placing pots or containers filled with heated stones beside beds before bedtime. As the stones cooled down, they gradually released heat into the room, creating a warm microclimate around sleeping areas. As the stones cooled down, they gradually released heat into the room, creating a warm microclimate around the hearth area. Hay and straw were often used as bedding materials. Not only did they provide comfort but also excellent insulation against the cold ground. Sense, stick figure lying on raised wooden platform with fur blanket, close to open fire pit in center room. Viking homes featured raised sleeping platforms near the central hearth. This allowed people to enjoy warmth directly from the flames as they slept. The communal fires were continuously tended throughout the night, ensuring that there was always heat available when needed. Building materials such as mud, hay, straw, and animal dung played crucial roles in providing natural insulation against harsh winter conditions. These elements were carefully chosen to enhance the thermal properties of Viking dwellings. In addition to physical barriers, Vikings also utilized herbal remedies for added warmth. Herbs like juniper and mint were burned in small fires to create a cozy atmosphere within their homes during the coldest months of the year. To conclude our journey into how Vikings stayed warm while sleeping, it's clear they relied on a combination of natural materials and clever designs to beat the harsh Scandinavian winters. Their homes were designed for communal warmth. Fires in central halls provided direct heat that circulated throughout the living space, ensuring no one slept cold. The use of wattle and daub walls, combined with thick thatched roofs, created an insulated barrier against biting winds and frigid temperatures outside. Additionally, Vikings burned specific herbs to create a cozy atmosphere indoors. Herbs like juniper and mint were not just for their pleasant scent but also helped purify the air and fight off colds in crowded spaces. With these methods, Vikings could enjoy warm and comfortable nights despite the brutal winter conditions. It's a testament to their ingenuity and resilience that we can still admire today. As night falls once more over this ancient land, let us remember the warmth of Viking homes as a symbol of human adaptability in the face of nature's challenges.